What is up, guys? It's Bankrupt Dope back with another video, and today we are playing Aether Gazer. Now, guys, this is gonna be like a double ad right here. First off, this game Aether Gazer is a pretty entertaining game, if I have to say so myself. It has controller support. Sorry if you didn't have any audio there for the game, but there's controller support, which is really nice. And the other biggest support, which is for the Galaxy Tab S8, is the fact that it can be used on Samsung casting. Guys, that's the best thing ever. Like, for me as a person who gets migraines very easily, so I can't actually look at this tablet that much in a normal day, or so I get sick. Like yesterday, I got a migraine and I was down for essentially the whole day because I was on my tablet way too much. It helps because I can cast this very beautiful looking screen, keep in mind, onto my TV. And as for me, that's something that I have to do for my eyes to actually function correctly, because my eyes are stupid, my brain is stupid, so therefore I struggle with playing on applications for a long period of time. It was a lot easier when it was on my phone because it didn't burn as much. Like, I guess the amount of blue light entering my eyes wasn't as high, but on this big tablet, even with it being in yellow mode and low brightness, it's still way too much for my eyeballs to handle, truth be told. So it's great that I can cast this on my TV, and I can also play it with a controller. It's just great. It's just great. But on to the game that we're playing. This game is Aether Gazer. It is a instance-based game where you run around an instance-based world and you fight enemies. There's a story to it, but I'll just keep being with you. I'll skip the story. Haven't really paid too much attention to it. I'm more interested in the characters and the fighting style. It's quite entertaining if you ask me. I have quite a few characters here. I've done summoning and everything, and I haven't used everybody yet, as you can tell. I have a lot of people level 1. But a lot of people, a lot of S's, a lot of A's, and that's about it. I'm trying to get this character right here. This has been like the current featured character right here, so I'm trying to unlock her, but probably won't be able to get her. But this is my current team right here. I'm rocking Ashura, Tyr, and Ukuninushi. Haven't heard of that guy before. I'm sure these are all gods, right? Rotandi, I feel like I've heard that before. Shu, I haven't heard that one. Rotandi again, it's the same character. Poseidon, we know who Poseidon is. Zenkibo Tengu, haven't heard of that one before. Osiris once again. Sobek, Holder. But you get you get it. But my team really are the top 3 characters here. This character, Tyr, and Asura. So we're just gonna hop into a quick little mission. Now I'm using touchscreen to navigate because it's just easier. Because with the PS5 controller, it's weird. It uses your trackpad as your navigation tool, which is just dumb instead of using like your analog sticks. So to do this part, I tend to use the screen just to type, just to tap and get through things. I'll let this play out. So you see, like, this is what the dialogue is like for the most part. You do get cutscenes here and there, and still cutscenes as well, but I tend to skip all this because it can be very long-winded. It's just like Star Rail and Genshin Impact. Some of these cutscenes are just really, really long. You gotta sit through it. But I ain't making y'all sit all through all this today, so we're gonna go ahead and skip. Gives you essentially what is immediately happening. Having arrived at the front courthouse hallway, Dane wanted to get some intel from the guard, but soon discovered that none of them were actually human. And then we go into our mission. And like I said before, I'm playing this on my controller. So now that I'm in this part of the mode, I switch to the controller. And I just start playing. So you have 3 skills. You have your second skill, which is my R2, which is that what I just used, that big bubble. You have your first skill, which you see them going from left to right. This is my first skill here. It's just a fury of punches like that. And here's our boss fight. Squire. Now I'm gonna use my second and third skill together, so I'm gonna combo them together. So what is happening? My controller has ran out of energy. Would you look at that? And then you charge it. But I'm going to hit my second skill followed by my third skill, and then first skill, and then ultimate. Okay, I'm gonna have to use the touchscreen because my controller is dead and I need to charge it. And so it's a very straightforward game. You have 4 skills. You have teammate skills as well, which if you tap their icons, you can use them. and it's just beat the enemy down. Very straightforward, very simple. My kind of game, honestly. Chessboard is ready. Yes, there it is. And in this state, you do extra damage. Like, you can just rack up as much damage as you can, and then it gives a big burst when you finish it. Just like that. Now, I think my only problem with this game is the amount of things happening on the screen. Honestly, it feels like after a while you're playing just button simulator. It's all like, are the buttons working? Are the configurations good enough that when I click something, something's actually happening? That is what it honestly feels like after a while. But there is stuff happening. It's an actual game. I'm not going to put them down like that. I do think they can work on that, though. I will throw it out there right now. I do think the amount of things going on the screen can be reduced greatly, and they can work on just the visuals, because it's very hard to actually track what's happening with your character. So maybe what they could do is slow down all the animations and increase the damage so it looks more visual and looks more pleasing, because it does honestly seem like it's on the, like a, what would you call it, like a prototype, where it's all like, does my X inflict damage? Yes, it does. And that's what it feels like sometimes. But like, you can obviously launch characters, you can combo characters, like it works. It's just sometimes it feels like so much is happening that you can't even actually see your character. It just seems like health bars are going down, and that's really about it. And they have a decent reward system. At the end of each tier of the mission, you get 20, 30, and then followed by 40. And we're going to go over here to the summon system really quick. You know, we have missions, because why wouldn't you have missions? They all have missions. You got the standard missions you do, and you get the rewards as you claim them all. And then you also have story missions here to give you XP, coins, like, and then you get like artifact items as well. What are these actually called? Revelations. Are that what they're called? Yeah. Maybe they're not all called Revelations, but this is specifically Revelation T3. And this gives XP. Sigils. You have sigils, and those grant XP to your sigils. There we go. I haven't quite learned everything in the game yet, but like, so if we go here, right? So you have your regular stats and everything. Now you can transcend your character. So obviously, to transcend, you need to pull multiple copies of the same character to transcend. Limit break is leveling the characters up, which I cannot go any higher than what I am now, because I have to get my admin level higher. You require these two resources to level your character up past level 40 at the current moment. So my max is 40. Yes. Sorry. You have skills. You can upgrade your skills. Oh, I haven't done this yet. Let me go ahead and upgrade all my skills. I can go pretty far. I can take everything level 15, so we're gonna do that. Probably gonna burn through a lot of my resources taking everything to 15, but I'm going to do it. That is a lot of power.
What do you think? That punch hard enough for you?
So yeah. And then ultimate skill chain, it just tells you what your ultimate does. And gives you all your multipliers. A lot of stuff on the screen. And like with these characters, you have a skill chain specifically. So like when you go into like that little world, like you saw when the screen cracked, when you go into there, you can finish that with a ultimate skill chain if you pair it with a certain character, and it does a special animation and everything, and it looks really nice. Honestly, it's pretty decent. Then here you have access keys, which are essentially your weapon for the most part, and you can power up your weapon with this also with this here. And you know, they all have different things. This one increases defense by 8%, and also gives you a base attack of 30. You can upgrade that. You can upgrade this tier thing here, this synchronic Pingala, and I can also upgrade the arms of Assure to level those up as well. Then yeah, here you have sigils. You put those on, and you can max those out, level them up. I can cultivate mine, but I haven't done that yet because I want to get the max rarity ones before I do anything with these rarity ones. And then last we have Aether codes. We go down to adjust. I can unlock 2 more nodes. The fire boost damage from Flame Fetter state is increased by 45%. And I can unlock when the Assure is in Flame Eater state. Flame Fetter state, 4 energy is granted for every 3 enemies hit and landed by normal attacks. You can unlock that. Then casting Fire Warp extends 50% of Assure's current energy. And for every 1 energy expended, skill damage is increased by 2% for 6 seconds. Effect stacks up to 100 times. Wow. We can go like that. We can go here when the Assure is in Flame Fetter state. Then enters Flame Flitter state for a second time. The duration of the second instance of Flame Flitter is extended by 4 seconds. Then we can even go here. We can unlock the whole thing. The fire average damage from Flame Flitter state can now also stack during the extensions up to 3 times. And there we have everything open. But I think you can only imprint a certain amount of the time, if I'm not mistaken. So what happens if I click imprint all? It goes to the left. Because I'm there, if I go here and I click imprint all, it imprints the whole right. So you do have to choose which one of these you actually want to go with, which path. You can go to Battlefield, you can go Assured Justice, or you can go Avidia, however you say that. I think I'll go over here and print this side. And I think you can you mix it maybe? So if we do imprint, okay, if I unimprint that and I go here, yeah, okay, so you can do that. You can imprint one of each ones if you really wanted to and do something like this. But I'll probably go over here and print all on the left side. And that's imprint. A lot of ways to buff up your characters here. And as you can see, here's my character stats. Now my character is at 6,100 power, and this one's only at 5,000. And that's because all his skills are level 5. I'll go into that. These are actually very all decent, but his Aether codes are also, I can unlock the rest of his Aether codes once I go ahead and level up his skills. But we're not gonna do that right now. Now I'm gonna take over to the summon screen so we see what that looks like. But we have a lot of missions, as you can see here. Missions. A lot of them. And they do give us rewards, so you can get a character to the max level, which is this in Omega sign here. That's the max rank in this game, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's it. We also have a battle pass, which I will not be buying, but it's here. And it gives decent rewards as you go along. And then, lastly, scan. Actually, we'll go to scan last. There's still more things. You have Meow. This is, once again, more stuff to help your team out. You get these different little cats that help you out in battle. And this one is the team leader gains corresponding combat resources. You get 20 rage, 20 energy, 1 trace, and 20 divine grace. Whenever another ally fight is modified, its dodge effect is triggered. So, whenever my teammate dodges, my ally dodges, and it's a perfect dodge, these effects trigger. Simple as that. And then here, other allied modifiers no longer dodge or break fall. They no longer stagger when hit. So this one, they don't dodge at all, but they no longer stagger. So there's no need for them to dodge anything. But they don't stagger, so they can essentially attack until they die. Shorts 3 HP for all teammates whenever dodge effect is triggered. So every time one of us dodges, or whenever I dodge, it'll heal 3%. And then restores. Oh man, what is that pain? Sorry, I have a sharp pain in my knee. Restores other allied modifiers to their full HP when they take fatal damage, but decreases their damage and healing effects for 10% for the rest of the battle, and this stacks up to 5 times. So they can die multiple times. But as long as I have this, they come back up, but they come back weaker every time. And then here, we don't care too much about that right now, but we can look in it anyway. This is just viewing all of your little, like your enhancers is what I would call them, your weapons for the most part. These are the legendary versions of them, which I don't have any of them, so can't do anything with them. Shop, it's very convoluted and compact and filled with a whole bunch of stuff that I don't understand what most of it does, so we're not even really gonna look at it. Trading zone, this is where you convert your materials. Like you can get some characters, you can see, you get a game limit of 3 for each one. It's actually very useful. I'll probably get the arcade. I'll probably get this one here. This is probably the closest character I have to maxing out. Any, the rest of them 10,000. It's probably arguable that you don't need any of these, but I'll probably buy them anyway. Stuff is on sale. I don't know what the ideal stuff is to buy yet in this game, obviously, because I'm just starting. But where is it? There should be like a imprint shop. Yeah, so I can convert my materials for all of this right now, and this is what you get for every time you summon. So you know what, we will actually buy all of this out. How much does it cost to max all this out? I'm trying to slide, but I'm failing. So 500. So maybe I wouldn't want to get all that right now. But that will certainly be useful. So will these. I can tell you right now, these are massive. So these are what you use to awaken your characters from tier to tier. So we will get these right now. And then this gives you coins. You get 40 of those XP cards. We'll cop some of those. XP, no, these are XP, those are something else. And we'll do something like that. And then we also have a matrix shop. As you can see, a lot of stuff. And then there's a deconstruct button. Whew. There's a guild, basic guild stuff. We don't need to look at that. Claim, level up, level 32. Nice. Lastly, oh my goodness, it's telling me some more stuff because I just unlocked something new. Dimensional variable, dimensional beacon. You can unlock that. Cool. You can unlock a couple things. Dimensional terminal, and then I could slot that right. Reset, tap, return. Points, shop. Rules, tips. We don't care about all that right now. We don't care about that. We're not doing all this right now. Cool stuff. Like I said, it's a lot of stuff. This game is overloaded with stuff and stuff and stuff and stuff. Arguably a problem. Arguably very problematic to have too much stuff on the screen at one time. And they have a lot of stuff on the screen at one time right now. So these are the banners right here. It's not the smartest, but just so I can show you guys a 10 scan, I'm gonna waste some of my crystals so I can do a 10 scan here, and we'll close up the video like that. Yeah, I'm wasting 800. Not a good idea. I should probably definitely do it on this banner here, but just for visual sake, I'm gonna take it here. Even though I want this character here for y'all, just so you can see a 10 scan. I'll hit it right here. So we're gonna summon. This is summon animation. It's very subpar. It's not great at all. It's not good, even good in my opinion. It's very okay. They can work on this, but you grab it, you pull it back, and you can see it's gold, which means I am getting an S-rated character. So that's nice. And these are your you'll know when it says modifier obtained, those are the actual characters. These are just like in Starware where you get a whole bunch of trash tier weapons. That's 3 stars. This is your, when you get modifier obtained, when you get the actual character. And we got Asura. So nice. That's points for Asura. Another modifier. There we go. That's a new modifier. I don't feel like I've ever seen that one before. And then these are all skippable because they are nothing. That might be all our modifiers. Those are all our modifiers. So yeah, we got 1 new and we got 1 dupe. Cool. And we got 200 shiny imprints. So we go over here, take it to characters. Now we can transcend Asura. Oddly enough, they just want to show everything in this video right now. So I could transcend. And they give you just enough to take the character all the way to SS.
Hard work equals
And just like that, all the basic stats get pushed up by about 2 for attack, 24 for HP, and 0.35 for defense. And then until we pull another dupe, we can't do anything else. But it's 40 per one, right? So are these still by 5? So now it's gonna take 2 dupes to finish this, because you only get 40. So 10, 20, 30, 40. And then you need 20, or you need a certain amount for the actual transcendence. So I can fill out this whole bar, which will cost 1 dupe. Now we need another dupe to actually transcend the character one more, to actually transcend it. So to fill out, 1 character. To finish and transcend the SS, another character. And y'all, that is Aether Gates. I feel like we covered a lot. Showed gameplay, summons, missions, new characters. We showed everything. It's a very cool game. Has controller support, so you play on your controller. Catch it on your TV if you have a Galaxy Tab SA Ultra. You know, it's great. It's a fun time over here. So, very long video. But thank you for watching. If you watched, you already know I appreciate y'all like always. Drop a like on the video if you liked it. Comment something down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace.